Thanks, Michelle, for having me here. And I'm honored to have my poetry translated into sign language. That's a first for me, and very honored. This guy's doing a magnificent job. My first poem, definitely. My first poem, this was written in Vermont during the presidential elections. Sometime, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in a beautiful area enjoying myself, sometimes I get a sense of guilt for those who are less fortunate than I. Green Mountain Meditation. Falling words, blowing wind, leaves fly past, turn color. I grab phrases as they float by. If I'm not quick, I'll look, and they'll be gone. I'm privileged to be here, Green Mountain State. Elsewhere, fellow humans fall in a dying state, failed state. Their skies thunder with the roar of high-tech bombers. Vermont thunders with the roar of low-tech mountains, raining poems in my mind from sky-top sanctuaries. The great thing about nature is you don't need TV. The contenders, pretenders, going round for round campaign rhetoric doesn't mention 2 million lost on both sides combined. But who counts civilians? Or 36 million Americans going to bed hungry tonight. It's only the words about Joe the plumber they repeat on both sides. As desert sands rage, the mountains begin to cry. Just an aside about one of the poems my friend Doug read. I too was on this expedition of moving this piano with Otar and his dad, and I think I had an appreciation for what the ancient Celts went through in building Stonehenge. This is about a place that I like to go to write in Port Jefferson. Port Jeff Harbor. The green awnings and gray-bearded sky hang over the electric company's smokestack sailboat ferry-faring harbor. Tourist haven to the home of the havens, New Haven, West Haven, North Haven. But this spot where I sit is still so new. Leathery, black-gilded sophistication peering across to nutmeg shores. The redness of her hair splashes against the silence. It beckons to the matching red horizon of the disappearing sun. Silent sun meets the silver sound. Dead poets haunt the descending night like the suicide blonde who lost the fight. Literary ghosts dance across the water until the gray pearls of early light. I'm an admirer of the professor, Cornel West. I was listening to him, he was on WNYC not too long ago. And someone asked him what he thought of living in New York City. And if you've ever seen him or heard him speak, he speaks in like hip beat poetry lines, just in general conversation. So this came out of that. City of the West. New York City, Broadway, Sondheim, it's the night side, it's the right side, it's the light side. One of the great cities of modernity, birthplace of rap, Grandmaster Flash, said Cornell. You got the boogie down Bronx, the Great Mango Brooklyn. Bite that big apple, baby. Suck that mango. Queens, will you find your Steinway dreams? Staten Island, Verrazano magnificence. You got racy scenes in the Village, poets at Cornelia Street and the Bowery, guitar players and chess players in Washington Square, jazz cats at Smalls, hot dog vendors, street hustlers, musicians in the subway perform on the platform. The BQE, the UN standing over the river with its big white stripe down the side, keeping an eye across the water on the Silver Cup sign. I drive across the 59th Street Bridge looking at that skyline. I don't know, man. All I can say is glad to be born here. This is a poem about another city, Vienna, Austria. It's also about a relationship I was in at the time. And we were riding bikes down the old Danube River. There's a word in here, Altadano. It's just another way of saying the old Danube. Bike ride with you. I really liked the wind. Cold blue air sweeping off the old Danube, riding under willows. It's fun to be cool with you. Each other's accomplice on an escape, our breakout from searing Baroque heat of Vienna. Mozart's notes slam into hot concrete of St. Stephen's Cathedral. They ooze down cathedral walls in a final melting crescendo as we swim in the Altadano. Its ancient spires peer down in envy, your Austrian blondness swaying in the rhythm of the river. Returning along water's edge, past the park with topless women and their barbecuing men. You pointed across the river to the nude beach. I thought this was the nude beach. These women are not naked. They've got their bottoms on. It's not supposed to get this hot here. Over the bridge, back into the dying fire of the old Vienna city, I cool my thoughts in a chilled glass of Rhine wine, the memory of your sweet short summer dress dancing in the breeze. I really liked the wind because it carried the scent of you. Thanks.